Hello and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. This is Reflex Images. This is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me wherever I will get back to you as soon as possible. So in this video, I'll be showing you how I do this crazy manipulation and also very simple and realistic at the same time. And this picture was taken with Canon 6D, Canon EOS 6D, a 50mm prime lens, my ISO at 200, my aperture at 5.6, my aperture 5, my shutter speed at 1/125 seconds. And I actually use two major lights here and also a little bit of a gel light which reflect a little bit of yellow on the output over here. So those are the light setup I did, and I'll be showing you how I do the manipulation in no time. And the file used will be there for you guys to practice with. And also, if you want to get all my latest collection and also my previous collection of both overlay and PNG, they are all available for sale in my store at an affordable rate, and you can also get them at 11% discount rate right now if you are to use the keyword family. So now let's jump into action. The first thing I need to do is to do some basic adjustments in my camera roll here, like increase my contrast. I think my highlight is okay. Then under my HSL adjustment, under the luminance, I'm going to bring the color up, as you can see right now, which I've actually done some of major settings there. All I just need to do right now is just open my picture in Photoshop and wait for it to load up. Boom. That being said, now the first step I need to do is to extend my background, and you all know how I do that. I just go to my crop tool and I'll make sure I'm selecting the 4x5 pixels into bracket 8x10. Those are the size I use, and the reason why I do tend to use that size because the social media I love posting on the most is my Instagram page, and that is, apart from 5x5, I think that's the next size on Instagram. And I don't like Instagram resizing my picture for me whenever I want to post. So I will just scroll down, I'll scroll up. If I'm okay with the space it's giving me, I'll just have to click on my OK. As you can see right now, we've extended our background. But you might be thinking now, why are we having this area why it should be filled up with the backdrop? I'm going to show you how to make amendment to that. So just click on your rectangle marquee tool. This might work out perfect and it might not work out perfect. If it tends not to work out perfect, I'm going to show you another technique to use, the one we'll be using before. But this is way similar than extending our background that we used to do before. So click on your rectangle marquee tool, make sure it's on this continuous selection, addition. Then scroll over the first area this way. After you're done, go to the second area and scroll over it this way also. So after you're done with that, you just have to right click on it, go to fill, then make sure your selection is on content aware fill. If not, scroll down, open it up and scroll down and select content aware, then click on your OK. So now let's wait for the AI to do the job for us, and let's see what it's going to do for us also. And here is what the AI did for us. Actually extended the background for us and it looks seamless. But the only issue we're having is that there are so many blemishes on the background, and we are going to make amendment to that. But before we do that, let's deselect what you just selected right now by clicking on Ctrl D. So after doing that, you just have to come to your path 2 over here, under path 2, just keep scrolling over it. This is the area I want to clean first. So once you circle around it, then drag it to a cleaner area, and boom, automatically it's going to replace that area with a nice color for you. So now let's do the same thing here also. Let's do the same thing here, drag it here, as you can see. Do the same thing here, let's drag it here. As you can see, it's removing the blemishes from the background for us. So it's very easy to use. The path 2, you just have to circle around the area you want and drag it to a cleaner area. So let's do the same thing. Let's peel this area up with that. As you can see right now, let me circle this area too. As you can see, it's going to smoothen our background for us. It make it look more seamless, but it won't do all the job for us, but it's going to do part of it. So as you can see, we have actually smoothened the background. So that being said, right now the next step is for we to do our retouching, which I will be doing in this particular video. As you all know, I do have my special video for retouching my studio pictures. So now we'll be jumping to the next step, which is our manipulation. So the first step in manipulation is for we to remove our model from the background. But for we to do that right now, first we need to duplicate our background layer first by clicking on Ctrl J. After that, you can now turn this off, or you can leave it that way. Then you go to quick selection too, click on quick selection, then under quick selection, click on select subjects and wait for the computer to do the job for you. It might not do it all that perfect, but it's going to give you a head start. So you just have to make few amendments, as you can see right here. So let's zoom in and see what it did for us. It actually gave us like 80% of the job. We just have to make few amendments to it right now. So I'll be using my polygonal lasso tool, which is right over here, to do so. I click on my polygonal lasso tool. Then I'll be doing addition and subtraction. I'll be adding to the selection, like this area now. Here should be on addition. So I'm adding to that selection. And here should be on subtraction also. So I'll change it to subtraction. So I'll be removing from the selection also. So if you have to miss this step while you're manipulating your picture, trust me, you won't have a nice manipulated picture. So make sure you get this step right also. So let's go back to addition again. Addition, as you can see right now. And this part, back to subtraction again. Back to subtraction. So just take your time as much as possible to make sure you get it right. So back to addition again. So this time around, subtraction again. So just keep doing them simultaneously until you get a nicer result. Okay, let's keep doing that. Back to addition. Let's keep doing that. As you can see right now. Okay, let's keep doing that. So I'm going to fast forward this process a bit. See you guys at the end of my background remover. Okay, now let's say we're done with our background extension, our background cropping out right now. So the next thing we need to do right now is to mask our subject instead of we to delete the background. So just click on the layer mask over here, click on it, and automatically it's going to delete the background for you. But right now you won't know what you just did right now, and you have to turn off your background layer. Then you see you've actually removed your model from the backdrop. But the only issue you're having right there is that the background is still left in the air. Look at it, you still have backgrounds in the air. So if we decide to change the background color right now, it's going to be obvious that we actually cropped out our picture before doing that. And the goal of a manipulator is for you to achieve a result that no one would think is being manipulated. So for you to trim this off right now, I'll be showing you a technique I use. What I just need to do right now is to double click on my mask. Once I do that, it's going to open an entire new panel for me. Under the panel, I'll be picking my refined edge brush, which is right over here. Then I'm going to screw over the edges of the air where I want to remove the backdrop for. As you can see. And automatically it's going to delete the backdrop there, leaving the strands of air to be there. And the strands of air is what make a manipulation very real. So do the same thing here also. It's going to remove the strands of air for us, remove the backdrop for us, and leave the strands of air for us. So you can see right now, it is perfect. So once you're done here, you just have to click on OK, and it's going to take you down to Photoshop again. So you can now turn on your background layer back again and zoom out. Then we can proceed to the next step right now, which is our background cleaning. So go back to your background again and duplicate it once more by clicking on Ctrl J. This time around, hold your Ctrl key down. Then click on the mask of the model layer you created earlier on. Then go to select, under select, go to modify, then click on expand. Make sure you're expanding by 8 pixels above. Then you click on your OK. Then you're going to hit on your delete key on your keyboard. Hit on it, then Ctrl D to deselect. You might not know what you just did right now, but if you have to turn off your background layer and to turn up your upper layer, you can see we have only our background without anything in it. To turn it back on now, we are still on our background copy right now. So this time around, still go back to filter. Under filter, go to blur, then click on Gaussian blur. So increase the radius until you are no longer seeing blemishes on the backdrop. Okay, I think 112 is okay for me. I just have to click on my OK right now. But after I'm done with that, the issue I'm having is that it actually deleted some of the shadow for me at the foot here. though our cloth is covering it, so it's not all that obvious that there is a shadow there. But I would like to bring a little bit of it back. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to create a mask on the background copy I just created right now. Create a mask on it. I'll make sure my brush color is on black, and I'll pick my brush tool. Make sure it's 100% opacity. Then I'm going to increase the size. Then I'm going to scroll over the foot area this way. Then it's going to return my shadow back for me. And one other issue I'm still having is that the background here is not all that smooth. Here is light, here is dark, here is dark, here is dark, here is light, and which is what I don't like right now. So I'll be showing you how to make amendment to that also. What you just need to do is to create an empty new layer on top of your background copy. Go to your gradients, click on the color you want to use, then sample from the color you want to fill this area with. Click on your OK, and make sure when you are clicking here, it's on this second selection from this brown to nothing. Click on your OK. So zoom out, then scroll from the top, drag it down this way. As you can see, it's going to harmonize the color together, make it look seamless. Look at the before and after of what you just did right now. But the issue I'm still having is that there's no light concentrated at the middle of my backdrop. So if I want to export my picture this way now, it's not going to look all that nice to me. So I'll be creating that light right now. How am I going to do that? I'm going to make sure I pick my helical marquee tool. I'll hold down my shift key. Then I'm going to scroll around my model from the middle this way. Then I'll go to my adjustment layer. I'll click on solid color. I'll go to adjustment layer. I'll click on my curve. Then I'm going to increase my curve up, bring it up this way. This time around, I'll just have to click on my feather. I'll click on the marks that's on it. Then I'm going to increase the feather, as you can see right now. So look at the before and after of what we just did right now. So it created a light at the middle of our backdrop for us. It's going to make it look more real right now. So that being said, now you can start collaborating your picture this way and export it. But the picture we are using right now, it looks artistic in nature. The clothes she's tying, the way she's standing, the posture and everything. So we are going to be manipulating the backdrop right now. And I'll be using some of my collection of overlay. If you have not gotten that, you can just go down to my store and make purchase there. As you know, you can now get all my picture editing file at 11% discount price. The reason why I'm using 11% discount right now is because I'm on 11k subscriber. Once I hit 12k subscriber, it's going to increase down to 12% discount. All you have to do is to go to the link down in my description, in my video description, any of my video, then click the link. It's going to take you directly to my store home. So here's what my store home look like. Now scroll down and look for whatever product you want there, then click on any of the products, wait for it to load up, then click on get now. After you're done with that, put in your details here. Everything is already here. Now click on get a coupon. Once you get there, now click on family as your coupon code, family, then click on apply. Automatically, as you can see, you're going to get a 12% discount on whatever you buy. So both the full pack, it applies to all my products, so you can just get that right now. And also the overlay I'll be using in this video will drop for you guys for free, but the PNG files I want to drop that for you for free because that's one of my premium file I used in this particular picture. So I'll just go to my file manager. I will look for where the overlay I'll be using is. As you can see, I have tons of them over here. So let me see the overlay I'll be making use of right now. So here is the background I'll be making use of right now. Here is the background over here. Just have to drag it down to my Photoshop. Wait for it to load up, then I'll just adjust it until I see it fits. As you can see right now, till I see it, I have to click on OK. After that, I'll click on Ctrl U. The saturation, I'm going to desaturate everything all together, as you can see right now. So once I'm done with that, you can actually leave it this way. It's looking nice, but as you all know, I love using my soft light for stuff. I'll change it from normal. I'll bring it down to soft light, and boom, look at how cool and dope it is right now. And it also gives me the texture I need. Just a single overlay turn our entire picture to something different. So let's say we're done with the overlay right now. We can now start bringing in our PNG files. So I'll still go to that place, the particular location again, and I'll start bringing in the PNG files I will be using right now, which are some of my boxes which I told you I love. Just go back to my file manager again, then I'll look for the boxes. As you can see, I have tons of the files. I'll use this first, take it down to my Photoshop. I'll reduce the size, I'll drag it to the location I want it to be, but this can be at the back of my model because it's not going to make sense. I'll click on OK first, Then from here I'll drag it to the top of my model so it can be around this way. And the box is a little bit too bright on my liking. I'll just click on Ctrl M. I'll drag it down just to make sure I reduce the brightness there. I'll click on my OK. Next thing I'll be doing right now is to still go back to same file manager again. Then I'll pick the second box. Which is this one in particular. I'll just have to drag it down to my Photoshop also. So you can see right now, I'm going to adjust the size till I see it. Then I'll drag it down. After that, I'll click on my OK. Look at it, look at how nice it looks. But the issue I'm having right now is this is also still bright. I'll Ctrl M on it, then I'll still drag it down. I'll click on my OK. So that being said, now I can start calibrating my picture this way, but there's still a particular thing I'm yet to bring in. So go back to my file manager again. So this is the thing I'll be bringing in right now. I'll take it to my Photoshop just to beautify my picture though. So I'm going to increase the size till I see fit, then I'm going to drag it down. I'll increase the size, but this, since there's no way it's going to be standing on, it has to be above this my box. So after I'm done with the adjustment this way, I'll click on my OK. Then I just have to drag it down below the box, so you can see right now. So the box is going to cover the secret. No one will know that it's not standing well, so you can see right now, which is so perfect. And also it's too bright for my liking too, so I'll still click on Ctrl M and I'll bring it down also. Click on my OK. So this being said, now I'm going to start with my color grading process. For me to do that, I'm going to click on the uppermost layer. Then I'm going to click on my clicker marker tool. Hold down my shift key. Then I'm going to circle my model this way. I'm going to invert my selection by clicking on Ctrl Shift and I. I'll go to my adjustment layer. Click on solid color. I'll fill it 100% black. Then under the marks over here, I'm going to increase the feather. So about 697 is okay. After that, I'll bring down the opacity to around 21 is okay. So now I'll be teaching the color grading process I use for this manipulation. Very easy. It's called a gradient map. All I just need to do is just to go there and apply it. I don't need to do any basic adjustment again, and I'm going to have a nice color graded picture. So now let's jump into that. I just have to go to my adjustment layer. I'll click on my gradient map. I'm going to open the panel up this way. Then I'll look for the one I want. This is the one I want to use in particular. I'll click on my OK. Don't mind the way it's looking right now. This is just deceiving you. All you just need to do right now is to change the blend mode from normal, change it down to soft light, and boom. Look at the before and look at the after of what it just did for us. So if it's a little bit too much, just bring down the opacity until you see fit. We've actually created an artistic picture with just few single clicks. Nothing too hard about it. As long as you get the file and also you play in with your creativity, you should be able to achieve this in no time. So the gradient map is also available for sale in my store right now. You can actually go there. You can contact me on my WhatsApp to get it there. Here's the before and here's the after of what we created right now. So that's about it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me, whereby I'll get back to you as soon as possible. See you guys on my next tutorial. One love.